our favorite holidays here at Shobha. In fact, we've often renamed it to Shobha de Mayo instead of Cinco de Mayo and celebrate it in our salons. And one of the ways we celebrate is with our favorite cocktail known as the shobharita, which is a variation on a modern day margarita. And I wanted to show you how to do the recipe today so you too can celebrate next week. So what you'll need to make the shobharita are just a few simple ingredients. So our favorite ingredient is the Shobha syrup. We'll get to how to make it in a minute, but I actually misspoke. It's our second favorite ingredient. Tequila is our absolute favorite ingredient, and you'll also need that. In addition, you're going to need triple sec, some lime juice, and water. Okay, so step one to making the shobharita is creating the Shobha syrup, which we have right here. So you just grab your nearest can of Shobha sugaring gel. I'm sure you have plenty of them lying around your house now, don't you? You take 1 part of this to 3 parts hot water. So we used a full can, which is about a cup's worth of sugaring gel, and then we used 3 cups of hot water. So you take your can of sugaring gel, just open it up, and pop it in the microwave for about 30 to 60 seconds, just so it gets to be a honey-like consistency. And then you pour it into the 3 cups of hot water, and eventually you'll get a syrup that looks something like this. And last step, but be sure you do this, is to make sure it cools off, because nobody wants a hot shobharita. Okay, great. Now that our Shobha syrup is all ready to go, let's get started making our shobharita. Simply take a normal shaker that you can get at any bar supply store or restaurant supply. Add a lot of ice. I like to put a ton of ice in the shaker because it keeps things really cold. Okay, so that's all good and filled. Let's add our Shobha syrup now. And we want to put 3 parts of this in. This is the signature ingredient after all. Now on to what some would say is their favorite ingredient, the tequila. And we want an equal amount of that as well. So 3 parts tequila. Some prefer stronger margaritas, so feel free to add more if you want. Okay, then we need triple sec, which is an orange flavored liqueur. So you just want to add a little bit of this, about 1 part. Then lime juice. This helps cut through the sweetness of the sugaring gel. Great, a few squirts of that. And then water. A lot of people would be nervous to put water into their cocktail, think it dilutes it or whatever, but it really doesn't. It actually just helps with this recipe. So trust the recipe and add 4 parts of water. Okay. So now we have all of our ingredients and we simply need to shake it all up. Okay, so you're shaking, 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 and making sure that everything is all mixed up really good. So when that's ready, now you have to prepare your glass. We like to use these glasses here at Shobha because, well, frankly, they're just more fun to drink shobharitas out of. But if you don't have a Shobha decorated margarita glass, any old glass will do. One key thing, though, that we like to do is to decorate the glass with either sugar or salt. So here we have a fancy glass warmer, but even if you don't have something this elaborate, you can simply take a slice of lime, rub it gently across the rim of your glass just to get it nice and sticky, and then dip it onto a plain dish with sugar or salt. And since we've got this fancy little rimmer here, we might as well use it. I like to get a lot of sugar in there. Awesome. So now I have a beautifully rimmed margarita glass with sugar. And then last but most important and exciting step is filling up the glass with our shobharita.